Woohoo!
Hello, everybody! Welcome, welcome! I sort of have obs working again. I don't like how that transition worked, so we're gonna need to work on that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it flipped funny. We'll see.
Presumably not ha-ha funny.
No. So, what's the agenda today? We've got no events happening. I do see a side quest on the mini-map.
Yeah, that's our agenda.
Hello, Doodles! So, let's go talk to minimap person. Persona? Personages? Something like that.
Something.
And they'd be over here. Yeah, I was just looking at my character sheet. I'm a little behind Ladonia, but then again, Ladonia is only doing 4 classes, and I've currently got 5 that I'm trying to up all at the same time. Why? Because I'm suicidal. Bohemidos. There's a name. Try to say that one 5 times fast.
Bohemidos, maybe, but probably also French, so with how they skip, like more and more letters as you go through, it might just be ba.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
I'm sick. The weather is cold, but Bohemidos seems red hot with anger. Angry? Of course I'm angry. All I want is to protect my home, and those goddamn knights just sit there and scoff at the ramblings of an old man. Ramblings by ours. Have you heard what's to become of Falcon's Nest? Most folk there came to Ishgard to keep out of the cold. Now they plan to tear it all away to make a military encampment of it. A bloody military encampment. What's worse, my son is enlisted to help. Little shite. He refuses to listen, and I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You see that slimy backstabbing varlet telling me he can come back to his family or not come back at all.
Well, someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
I'm through arguing. He can have his bloody camp or he can have his family. He has to choose.
Why are we always the ones stuck between family politics?
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with family politics. We've got enough politicking.
Enough for a lifetime.
And then some. Yes, we want to hire a chocobo to Falcon's Nest, please and thank you.
Do we still need that?
Yeah, we don't have flying in Western Coerthas yet.
Fine. Take my gill, why don't you? Next you'll be after my bottle cap collection.
I thought the gill was your bottle cap collection.
No. The Allegan pieces are the bottle cap collection.
Ah. I see how that works. No, not really.
I've got 10 pieces, 99 bronze pieces, 99 silver pieces, and 38 gold pieces. I need to work on those. You realize how rare 10 pieces are?
Probably getting rarer all the time.
Maybe.
Ah, there he is. Oh, hello?
Yes, I'm Jusilo. He said, what? Oh. my father's short-sightedness knows no bounds. He fails to see what we stand to preserve by creating this encampment rather than leaving it abandoned to the snows. As the name suggests, Falcon's Nest is well known for skilled falconers going back generations. Marshmallow doesn't like falcons.
No.
They keep trying to land on him. While it's true the astrologians can sense horde activity through the stars, it has always been us who give first alert of their approach. But things changed after the calamity. Weather turned foul, and we had no choice but to seek better shelter. I know how it pained him to abandon Falcon's Nest. It's my home too. But he has to understand that even if our home has to change, it does not change who we are. Proud hawkers of Falcon's Nest will live on, and I will prove it to him. The day comes for him to return here. The earth beneath him may seem unfamiliar, but our companions gliding proudly through the skies will be as they always have been and always will be. This, I swear.
Well, I'm afraid you're gonna have to work it out with your dad. We're not getting involved anymore. Marshmallow, stop mother henning him. Thank you.
Well, with his family threatening to disown him, he needs mothering. Isn't it obvious? I'm watching for my birds. What better vantage point from which to spy our enemies than the sky?
Well then.
And
I think that's below.
we have one quest. I think that's it. Well, I'm sure more will be along presently. They always are.
Oh, yes! I think I remember this one. Everyone, take notes. There will be a quiz on this in about an expansion and a half.
Oh dear. Flower mill. The widow is gazing mournfully at the bunch of flowers she is carrying.
Oh, how do you do there, dearies? Not many people have time to talk to someone like me. I wanted to go and visit my husband's grave, but my back is troubling me dreadfully. Do you have the time to do a kindness for a weary old woman? It would mean the world to me if I could take these flowers to Gorgane Mill and place them on my husband's grave.
Ah, Gorgani Mill.
If you have the time to do a kindness for a weary old woman, place the flowers on my husband's grave at Gorgane Mills. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. You just hold your chocos. Checking. I am seeing no other bangs.
Nope.
Wow.
She is it. So far. Give it time. Okay, Eorzea. You can do this.
She's trying. She doesn't have flight here.
Oh. Not getting involved in that either, I see.
No. She wants nothing to do with that. And she wants nothing to do with Ellen Bertha the spiked butt.
Definitely not. Once was enough. I mean, there's no way we were going to skip that for the audience, but once is enough.
Yes. That one is special.
It's a pain in the... something I can't say on air.
But
You said it.
you can say but. You can't say much else. He's the butt of many jokes. And this is a long trek. And you can't even jump the Aethernet for it.
No. And the trips around here aren't going to get any shorter. They will eventually get faster. They don't get any shorter.
Not even a little.
One of the things in Heavensward is definitely, these zones are noticeably bigger than the AAR ones.
This zone is huge.
Yeah. This one particularly, but they're all large compared to what you get used to.
It honestly feels like the current zones in Endwalker are actually kind of smaller sometimes.
Yeah. Generally, I think they're bigger, especially the Land of Existential Dread, but they're laid out so they don't quite feel this long.
Yeah.
Some of it is there's just so many places, especially in Ultima Thule, that you just can't get there from here. You don't get the really long cross-country rides because you must take some sort of shortcut like flying, or you'll never manage it.
Unkept gravesite.
I have to admit, this one is vaguely familiar now that we're in it.
Place fires on the grave.
And report to the widow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So all that to drop off some flowers to trot all the way back.
Yep.
I mean, we could aether it, but that's no fun. And the music is very nice. Nope, not paying attention to you. You can go away, Mr. Frost Grenades. I like how the river has become like the local pathway road.
Well, that's the way it works in places like this. Like in, say, medieval Russia, the rivers were either barriers in the summer or roads and invasion routes in the winter.
Oi.
Yeah. Because they were nice and smooth and flat and open.
But yeah, zone size has gotten impressive. Apparently, as part of the graphics update that they're currently doing behind the scenes, they're also adding the ability for more ground clutter.
Yes.
So things won't be quite as stark.
Yeah.
Because they have the option of having more objects on the screen at the same time.
Yeah, that'll be neat to see in a few places.
Yeah. Make it feel like real enviros. Ooh, I think the sun's come out.
Mm-hmm.
I might be getting snow blindness. Ow!
He's not.
No offense, Steinbach, you're not funny. But yeah, this particular quest is all lore dump. If it's the one I'm thinking it is.
It probably is. Something just went by overhead. I saw the shadow go by.
There are falcons flying up in the,
Yeah, this was big enough. I'm sure it was somebody on a mount.
That is also possible. we go. Hello, well-mannered woman. We delivered the flowers you asked. If I can get a good camera angle around all the birds, the screen, and the minions. Oh, thank you ever so much for that, dearie. I'm sure my husband appreciated it. Well, that, or he's turning in his grave shouting, "Do it yourself, you lazy hag!" Hello, Life Suing.
Hey, Life Suing.
He used to be a great knight under House Durandare, you know? He was a tutor to the house's heir, training him in the ways of combat. I was so proud of him having a job like that. And then the heir himself was such a bright lad, a genius if there ever was one. But one day the poor boy set out to see the realm and didn't come back. We never saw him again.
Oh no. I know who this is, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Don't worry, lady. He's fine.
Shh, spoiler.
If he's the person I'm thinking is, we've met him. And we
Yes.
know where he's from.
No.
So, not
No,
exactly spoiler.
We have met him. We don't know where he's from. That doesn't occur until the next expansion.
Okay, then it must be someone else then.
After that, my husband just wasn't the same.
Excuse you.
Dang, this cough and cold. He ended up stepping down from his position and cutting his ties with the nobility. He became a farmer and started the farm at Gorgane Mills. And I think he just couldn't stand being reminded of that boy every day he saw he was at House Durandare.
And is that it?
That's it.
What a disappointing sight.
That is your one big clue for a big reveal in Stormblood. Yeah, I know, spoilers. I believe the channel is properly listed as spoilers, so... No, we can't go this way yet. We have to take...
Okay, it is who I think it is.
Yes.
I thought that it had at least been excessively hinted at already.
No. This was your first hint. Poof. I like how you just kind of came flying in. You hear the sound of the chocobo, but you see nothing. You just see you dropping down onto the ground.
Yes. The flight back is apparently excessively boring.
And we're back onto MSQ.
Yep. I do still kind of miss the, let's go make a sandwich, let's fly across the continent.
Yes. Sometimes that was a great excuse to go do something else for a moment.
Yeah. I need to get up and stretch my legs.
I need to go use the water closet. Or in some routes, I need to go take a shower.
Yeah.
Hello, Estinian.
Estinian!
Thank you, Joe Cat.
Yes. I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Well, there's a vote in favor. In search of Iceheart. Alphino would see one final matter before setting forth. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. Wise idea. And I shall await you at St. Ernet's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you've chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Ladonia, Rena, let us head back to Fortom Manor. And say our goodbyes there. It's the last time we'll be in the last friendly house.
Mm-hmm. So off to Fortom's Manor. Or would that be Manor Fortom's?
Only if you say manor in French, and I'm not sure how you do that.
I'm surprised Foxfire isn't here. He'd tell you.
No, he'd attempt to, and I would fail to get it.
Okay, fair enough. There is that. So...
Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Ladonia and I return to Ishgard.
Hey, what about me?
You can return to Ishgard anytime you want.
Gee, thanks.
Well, just you be careful, all right? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for new news of our lost friends.
If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell, for now.
Oh, before you go, you must put this on Alphino. I made it specially.
Ah, here we go.
Tataru
The
special.
first patented Tataru wardrobe change. No, I couldn't possibly. Very well. Trust me, you're going to need this.
Yeah,
That
it looks...
outfit was not nearly warm enough for where we're going
Mm-hmm.
or staying. By the 12, it fits perfectly. Quality is actually rather good.
I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills.
How many levels of beaver do you suppose she has?
At this point, she's probably in her 60s?
Well, it can't be in the 60s. The level cap is still 60. If she's keeping up with our questing, she should be 51.
That's still not shabby.
Whether or not she's actually caught up, considering, like her mining and so on, I'm not quite sure she's that high, but she'll get there. My thanks to Taru. Whatever else awaits me on the road, I shall not fear the cold. And now that she's gotten all the vents.
That's the least I could do. Now, I must be getting back to the tavern, or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey.
Stoic nods all around.
Yeah, this particular suit suits him very well.
Yeah, it is one of my favorites. Let's see, we have the steward and the manservant. Shouldn't really have anything.
You can actually buy it on the market board for characters to wear now. But only if you're male. They have officially said that while they're trying to make a lot of the costumes not gender specific, They have also stated that if it's a specific character's costume, like Alphino
Right.
or Estinian, they will not be doing those as gender neutral.
So you're saying they are refusing to encourage Rule 63 fanfic?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best outfit Alphino has had.
I do kind of like his current one for Endwalker, though.
He's had several good ones, and that is one of the betters. I think this one is the best. I could be wrong. I could be forgetting some of the in-between ones. But at the moment, I can't think of any that are actually better than this one.
Well, he kind of has this one until he gets to Endwalker. The one he has in Shadowbringers doesn't count because it was kind of slapped together, and it was made from pieces that you can get on Market Board for anyone. It isn't a unique.
Right. Admittedly, Tataru was not available to make him anything.
No. Okay, Estinian, where are we going?
No. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Corythus. I shall have to thank Tataru properly upon our return.
Yes, you should.
You have said your farewells, then. Well,
Yeah.
some of them. I wanted to say a farewell to Count Idmon, but he wasn't there. Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Ysael's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Corythus Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwald, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area.
So, back to Camp Falcon's Nest.
But this time without any distractions.
Yes.
You know how impatient Estinian gets when we try to put off the main quest that he's a part of.
If looks could kill. Oh yeah, with it being a kind of a clear sunny day, you can see a lot of the map.
Yes. Yes, you can. Sometimes you get this, sometimes you need that beacon to find your way anywhere here.
Yeah.
The beacon does a really good job, though.
Yeah, you can see it all the way across the other side of the zone, which sometimes is a godsend.
In the middle of a blizzard.
In the middle of a blizzard.
Hiya.
Hello, Mr. Redwald.
I guess we meet them here. Well, well. Mr. Sisfrith, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. As your dragoon, I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alphino Levela at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Edwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus, we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. You see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. The patrol is due to return from a sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgani Mills. It is possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Mistresses Frith knows well the place I speak of, for it was they who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Rena, Ladonia. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. I will allow there is merit in preserving Kurthan traditions. That soup, though, is practically Gordanian. I'll take a broom bowl of beets over it any day.
What's wrong with
about that?
What's wrong with Gordanian soup? Yeesh.
I'll certainly take it over beets.
Ew. Thank you. There's some wishes she could fly.
The fact that we were watching that, you were breaking up laughing, and I'm looking at it going, okay, I understand the joke, and everyone else is just blank.
Yes. It was an animator's joke. There was this one animation when I was in college that...
No, this was an
is a
episode
different one.
of...
I know the one you're talking about. This is a different story.
Okay. Sorry, didn't know you were hopping stories.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm hopping stories here. And they ended up editing it out of the final aired production, which was driving all the animators nuts because they showed it. It was a perfectly innocent joke. It was a timing joke where you had this big party and the music suddenly stops and everyone just stops. And then this fish burbles in one side of the screen after this long moment of tension. And then everything starts up again. And all the animators were dying laughing. Everyone else is like, huh? Timing.
Oh, wow.
It's all about timing.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And as a visual gag, it was actually kind of funny. But
it would be.
But apparently most audiences just did not get.
Poor guy. The Mylodons got him.
Yeah, the Mylodons are kind of ripping them a new one. They're calling for reinforcements and we're just trotting by.
Yeah. Feels kind of cruel. Yeah, the original reference I made, which started us on this path, was from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. And yeah, pretty much the entire gang was watching that episode, and
I was dying laughing because
all but two people were just, huh? Smudge was dying laughing, and like I said, I was looking at it going, oh, right. I wasn't laughing, but I was figuring out the joke as it went. Because they did that like a half dozen times or more.
Yeah.
Right in a row.
Yes. And and every time it got funnier.
Just enough screenwriting to understand what they were getting at.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast was inspired.
Well, it could be fairly hit or miss, but boy, some of the hits.
Yeah, when it was on, it was on.
Just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind. Mr. Sisfrith, our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. It seemed the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Ladonia, Rena. Alphino, you should let the two slightly higher level people go first.
Nope, Alphino is
and the chocobos.
It's a boy of action.
Sure is. Oh dear. The creature took me by surprise. Forgive me. Till my hands stop shaking, I fear I shall prove more a hindrance than a help. Pray go on ahead. When you're certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. Yeah, this is why you let us go first.
But don't knock it. He took it out himself.
Until he's a little more used to this. It is nice that we don't just get one scene in here and that's it. And right then. Explosion!
I think we need to report back up.
Yeah. Fortunately, the area is a little tight for the camera.
Okay, Mr. Expedition Lead. Oh, Estinian's back.
My inquiries availed me not. The patrol leader has little to say beyond which of his extremities the frost had bitten the hardest. The beasts are slain, then. My thanks, Mr. Sisfrith. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. And we get the wind-up Alphino. Perfect for international summits, family get-togethers, pre- or post-battle gatherings, or any other occasion when the recapitulation of past occurrences is absolutely, positively necessary.
There he is.
Minion. Oh, I've got a bunch. In an attempt to secure funding for the financially strapped organization, the Crystal Braves treasurer took it upon himself to have 300,000 crafted and delivered to Rowena's House of Splendors for sale, where they have been collecting dust since.
Aww!
300,000. That's 60,000 wind-up Alphinos.
No one gives the kid any credit, do they?
Maybe not.
Coming from an influential family certainly has its advantages, Wedge.
Yes.
Okay.
From one heretic to another. The expedition leader has a promising lead to aid you in your search for Lady Iceheart. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. There's hardly a choice at all. I think he's choosing against wandering around.
I don't exactly blame him. It's kind of cold.
Yeah, this is no place to be lost in.
Or should I say nippy? One heretic epistle? Or
Where are you?
epistle?
Epistle.
Epistle. Yeah. 2 heretic epistles?
Let's check with these two.
Alpha no?
Read them. Thanks. I have found some few of these letters. Let us gather a respectable stack and see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence.
Estinian?
Where are these damnable pages? I'd rather paddle 2 Avis than continue this confounded search. Someone does not have any patience for his minimap.
Expedition leader.
The letters were in a neat pile just here. It would seem the skirmish with the beasts has scattered them around thoroughly.
Right.
Don't say.
Yep, found it. It's upstairs.
Really scattered them.
The bear used it as a chew toy. Mind the spittle.
Okay. Back down. Have you recovered much of the heretic's correspondence?
Yep, 3 stacks of them.
Heretic epistle. What appears to be a record of past correspondence held between individuals regarded as heretics by the Holy See. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Leveler and Sarastinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Gorgani Mills heretics and their fellows in the Akafa Amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we thought abandoned.
Checking with the leader again.
Requests for foodstuffs, clothing, all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. Yeah, you kind of said that. Stinian. Ak-Afa is taken from the dragon's tongue. It means, roughly, eternal circle. It is little wonder the heretics thought to return to the place. Sounding out the amphitheater. Alphino seems intent on traveling to the Akafa Amphitheater. The Akafa Amphitheater? The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? Yes, I still have the headache. If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akafa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetheryte would only be temporarily viable. The Given that the heretics of Gorgani Mill seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the Aetheryte within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the Western Highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the Aetheryte from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry.
You say anything different?
You mean to follow the Heretics Trail, then? I will see that Sir Ridwald is informed. Thank you.
Much obliged.
Don't want him thinking us missing in action.
That would be bad.
Yeah. No sense worrying over more things than he has to.
Mm-hmm. Truck.
Where? Over
I'm
there.
ignoring you, Mr. Coldwind Butler.
Is he a hunt target or something?
No, he was just wanting to target me.
Oh dear.
He was lonely and wanted to make friends. I am not
Aw.
his friend.
Oh.
After all, he's a friend who comes with conditions. Mainly with he wants the right to peck my eyes out, and that's not gonna happen.
You need your eyes to keep him warm. I don't recommend it.
No, not in the slightest. The Black Iron Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about it
To a
needing
very annoying
repairs, and
Vista.
it looks fine to me, but I'm not a structural
Yeah, I
engineer.
There's certainly nothing obviously cracked or failing.
And now we get to sneak past all these blue demon thingies.
Yeah, Apollots by any other name.
Bergthurs.
Told ya. He likes you.
Didn't get low enough.
No, there's something that takes us to this little camp.
Yeah, have to go find
Much later, I think. Technically, yes. There's no good way down from this one.
I don't know, that kind of worked.
Okay. We're not going up that way, though, that's for sure.
No, we are not.
Dear.
First, let's
Now
talk
let's
to
talk to
Alphino.
everyone else first. Do you recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? Yes, I still have the headache. It seems an age ago, does it not? Not to my head. Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? No, it's more he's facing himself.
Well, sorry, but solo duty.
Hold on. over here. We have begun surveying the warrens from the western entrance, but progress is slow. It would seem not all the rats have left the nest. Good to
Right.
know.
Okay, Tristan Chambal.
Ah, the guests of House Fertam, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. Cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Akafa beacon still functions, we must pray to the 12 it does. We shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm being synced down to 53.
Whatever shall you do? Poor Bun Bun.
Mm-hmm. So put upon. Yeah, this place looks familiar. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Interesting theme we're getting. Dogs of Ishgard, is it not enough you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of Pearly. We wish only to speak with your mistress that we might broker a peace. You think us fools, boy. It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with a dragon slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers, may dragon wings bear us to victory.
Yeah, I'm taking out the healer first. You can thank me later.
Your guard is down.
Ah, thought I saw a healer back in there. They just turned into dragons!
Yeah. Didn't think they meant it literally when they were talking about dragons. Nope. Here is one.
Minions just popping all over the place.
Come on, select the one guy I want. Explosion!
He's a biggin!
Know your folly.
Yeah, there he goes. Well, for Fem. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Alas, the foe I might sink my lance into. Oh, more. What the heck?
I will wait for you.
You will be my special Ow!
Oh. Did he bite
That wasn't very nice. Say that again?
Did he bite you?
No, he charged.
MasterCard or Visa?
American Express.
No, the correct answer is American Express.
Oh, no, it wasn't. Ow.
Sorry, that was horrible of me. You're in the middle of combat.
No, not really.
Yay! Duty complete. Da 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 da.
If I like demons, 'tis death to remain. I thought you were already dead. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders.
Remember, you don't actually die here, you get KO'd.
Uh-huh. Tell that to Moonbreda.
True.
I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we did not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Sistinian? I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years passed. 'Tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length with a shroud of gray. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. Fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle.
I'm surprised I didn't go slip-sliding away in that flooring.
You have cleats, right?
Cleats? Really?
Okay.
Treshemble?
Yeah. What? You've driven off the heretics? That should certainly ease the minds of our surveyors. Checking Delphal. My thanks for ridding the tunnels of their rat infestation. With any luck, I shall finally be able to carry out my work uninterrupted. Do this. Only in a land where wars raged for 1,000 years could enough ash fall to bury a dragon the size of an island. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. I am told the convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Gentilo, may have information of use to us. But mayhap you're not familiar with that name either. The Convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Okay, then.
Well then.
The plot begins to move.
The plot thickens.
Maybe. I think it freezes.
So you're saying the plot is Slurpee-like?
That's about as liquid as anything gets around here.
No, we don't want to play with you. Go away.
I mean, did you see when I ordered the hot tea earlier? It was frozen solid.
I'm sorry.
They said it was hot.
They lied.
Hmm.
565 yalms to the west.
Well, we're going west.
Go west,
May
young
well be-
Chocobo!
We may well be on top of it by the time we hit our destination.
Yeah, we get kind of the abbreviated
Yeah.
Aether currents.
Kind of a shame.
Well, a lot of people
Sadly, I still
complained
can't.
about it, so
Yeah, I know.
especially when you're trying to like straight shot the MSQ, which we are not.
Darn straight. Sadly, I still can't use the compass while I'm writing.
No, but we're at the Convictors camp. Ah, there it is.
I knew it had to be close.
Touchy touchy.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what, logs? Or
Travel.
what is that under? Travel.
That is our third of 4 we can find on foot.
Right, and we're at 1 of 5 for the quest.
But first, we should talk to this keep over here.
Yes. Gonna be forced to use them for a while.
Starting with the Borscht Banneret.
Ah, 'tis colder than Lady Iceheart's frost-rind, soul! Greetings, my ladies. Fine day, is it not?
We know what you were going to say. Kenrick?
Thankfully for the stream rating, he changed his mind.
Yes.
What? Does it better be about dragons?
What do you do here?
Come now, surely you've heard of us. The famed dragon slayers, the few, the proud, the convictors. To be fair, it's hard to take pride in your accomplishments if you haven't any. But I'll kill my first dragon soon, just you wait, and I'm sure to catch the eye of a noble patron. That's most everyone plan, at least. Last, most find their way into a dragon's belly instead of a baron's good graces. But we don't let that deter us. Aye, the convictors are a crazy breed, half in love with death, gobbling up danger like ordinary men eat chestnuts. Uh-huh.
What kind of place is this?
Convictory? Why, is a haven for highborn and lowborn alike. Our order isn't recognized by the Holy See, so we needn't be too picky about who we let join. Disenfranchised nobles and their retainers, penniless vagabonds, and half-mad sellswords. We're a contemptible lot of cads, bounders, and dragon stabbers. But we're all committed to the cause. May Saint Finea watch over us and keep us safe. She's our patron saint, lest you wonder. Held the dusk vigil against the horde when more pragmatic folk would have fled. But Saint Finea wouldn't have it. Oh no, she was the soul of conviction. So are we.
Good to know. Thank you.
Just checking. He probably doesn't say anything. Oh, he does.
Welcome to Canaria. It's the rooms you've got to watch out for. Easy to miss when it snows, and then before you know it, a horde is upon you.
Oh, good to keep in mind. And what's a room again?
Don't ask.
Paraquay?
If you're looking for Sir Genelo, my lady, you can find him by the fire.
Uh-oh.
Smarter than you. Uh-oh?
Yeah, my sound cut out. It's back on again.
It needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Come around this way.
Ah, checking with the other convictor.
And the other boar.
And my sound just cut out again. This is weird.
Very.
Hold on. I assume my sound's coming through the stream okay?
No.
Battery 80%.
Okay, my battery's good. Not sure what's going on. Okay, convictor night.
I hope you aren't thinking of joining the Convictors. There aren't enough dragons in the Highlands for the both of us. Really? Still, how am I supposed to watch for the distant flicker of dragon wings when my ears are ringing with your incessant chatter? Gee, thanks.
Sorry, that was my teeth. The seer? Oh yes, they're all very brave. Pity you can't feed and clothe yourself with bravery. I'm kind of in agreement with Merchant and Mender here.
Yeah, speaking of. Good shape.
Hello, Dominique.
Ishgard has its problems, but eliminating the Horde is the first step to solving those problems. That's why I'm here. I may not be a great warrior, but I can still do my part to help the land I call home.
Wieldthrow? Wieldthrow.
Yeah. Honor, glory. Men seek these things in battle. Alas, all too often they find something else entirely.
Bonafide.
Foi, probably. We Convictors are all here for the same reason. To try and prove ourselves and move up in the world. The best way to do that is with an impressive feat of combat. Genelo may not be a master of spearmanship, but he's a great leader. It's ambition that counts, and nobody here wants to prove themselves to the realm more than he does.
And Gentilo.
Man of the hour, or at least quest. Well, well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? The hard-eyed lass looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I've seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my— By the Fury! That armor, that lance, is your dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I'm Genelo, Leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Ladonia, Rena, Justinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had.
Look at all
Outspeed
these
has increased.
bangs. Yes, it has. I guess we need to start with Genelo.
Sure. Baby steps. Genelo wants you to experience firsthand what life at the Convictory is like. What if we don't care, but you're gonna make us do it anyway? I remember you. How could I forget? Yeah, it's been 5 seconds. You're the lasses who was in the Azure Dragoons company. Since you're here anyway, perhaps you might like to try your hand at a spot of hunting before you depart. See for yourself what life is like for us Convictors. The Divinian Horde is stronger than you might expect. Unless you've been at it for years, like I have, I think it prudent to start with something simple and then work your way up to dragons. I suggest rooms. Slay 3 of those, and then come back here. Consider it a warm-up. Ah, local monster, lovely.
This one I suggest we take next week.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, what about the non-blue bank?
I think we can take that one.
The secret to success.
It was too
By
cold for
Peeps.
peeps. It's hard to keep everything clean with so much snow everywhere.
The secret to success. Dominic is simmering with impatience. Greetings, madams. Your reputation precedes you. Once you slay a few primals, word gets around. Seeing as you're so strong and powerful, I was wondering if you might be able to help me out with something. I want nothing more than to support the great Sarah Merrick. British Guardian Society revolves around the nobility. Those not of noble birth, such as myself, have no power at all. The only way to gain the power of nobility is through a truly noble display of courage. There's one simple way to do that: slay a monstrous ancient dragon. There are some feats that cannot be ignored. So I took up my spear and came to the Convictory. Sadly, things have not gone as well as I had hoped. I'm still somewhat new to this, you see. I really don't know much about dragons, especially the rarer, larger ones. All the knights here are competing with each other for honor and glory. None of them will share what they know with each other for fear of losing any edge they may have. You're not a convictor. They're not competing with you. I doubt they'd be nearly as tight-lipped with you as they are with me and the other knights here. You might be able to learn a thing or two for me about how I might find and kill one of the larger dragons. Or like find and get killed by.
Right then. Rooms.
Pits behind us.
Yeah, but there's a wall you have to get through to get to them.
Figures.
So we'll go this way. Of course, someone's off killing all our targets. So we'll go this way.
Oh, wait, I know what the rooms are. Yeah. Right. Puddings.
More slimes.
I prefer to think of them as puddings. I'm less put out by having to face them.
I see what you did there. This is actually starting to hurt.
Explosion! There. Less ouchie. And do you give her cure?
Not yet.
I knew that.
54.
I asked- Oh, really? Okay. I was thinking like 56. I know it has to be before 60, or else I couldn't do it in Palace of the Dead.
And the other is gather information about the Dravanian Horde. And who are we supposed to talk to about the Horde?
Sly Scout, maybe?
Oh! I did not see him. He was sly.
Yeah, and had a really short draw distance. You want to know about dragons, do you? Well, you're speaking to the right man. I know stuff about them beasts that even the dragoons ain't heard of. Oh, don't think I'll be telling you for free, though. Tell you what, I'm due to go out on patrol any minute now. It's far too bloody cold for it, if you ask me. I'll put me patrol points on your map here, and if you do my patrol for me, I'll tell you what I know. What he
Lazy
knows.
freaking...
What he knows. Tip number 1, get someone else to do your dirty work. Especially when there's polar bears around. Okay.
That's one. And my sound keeps cutting out to my headphones. I don't know why it's doing that.
I was meaning to ask.
Battery's at like 80-something%, so it's not a power issue.
To who?
You know something's gonna jump us on the 3rd. You know it.
Nah. Why would that happen? Oh, you're right. Something did.
Room.
Something.
I am disappointed.
What? Something did jump us.
Okay, Mr. Sly Scout.
Back already, are you? Well, a deal's a deal. I'll tell you what I know. I have no idea why, but the corpses of weaker dragons seem to attract the higher-ranking Dravanians. Once you know this, it makes it pretty easy to lay a trap for some of the bigger, nastier dragons out there. Now listen, don't you go telling anyone about this, you hear? Just think of what would happen if everyone knew. Things are dangerous enough around here to begin with, especially lately. Imagine some lowborn, some young lad with dreams of nobility and nothing to lose. Some guy who's come out here to find glory at any cost. Imagine he finds out how to bring the biggest, nastiest monsters in the realm out of hiding. Just keep it to yourself is what I'm saying. You can never be too careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Really?
Oh, I guess we're not going that far, are we?
You going on a big adventure to your friend's house?
Well, I do live in California, just not in LA. Central Mall?
Not seen you around the convictory. Are you a new recruit? Not that it's any of my business, I suppose. Estinian. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of these whelps.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Ah, you're back. Were you able to learn anything useful? Yeah, enough to get you and everyone else around here killed by. I see. I can use the corpses of weaker dragons to attract bigger ones. It seems like I might be able to bag quite a prestigious catch this way. I start with a small one, kill that, then wait for a bigger one to come along. Then if I kill that one, an even bigger one should appear. Then I kill that one, and so on. Yeah, my deepest gratitude. Thanks to you, I now know what I must do. Though I might ask another favor in future. Yeah, don't overreach yourself, please.
Ooh, he has a follow-up.
Shall we wait until next week?
Got a
Turn
few
in
minutes.
Janaluz and then call it a night? Because I am not camping out here for a week.
Fair enough.
Slaying those rooms already, have you? How did you find them? Did they put up much of a fight? No. Well, at least not for me. Good work, class. Clearly the Azure Dragoon doesn't travel with mere amateurs. Sounds like those rooms barely put up enough of a fight to be considered a proper warm-up. Takes a lot of warming to do any upping around here. You clearly know what you're doing. If you want to try your hand at hunting down some dragons, speak with me again sometime.
You know he's gonna give us a follow-up. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
But I suppose
Next
you
week.
want to head back to the Forgotten Night, don't you?
It's marginally warmer.
Marginally, you say.
Yes. But we got
Whoops.
2 Aether Currents tonight. What did you do?
I don't know!
I guess you hit the equal sign, which would be the dismount key.
No, I was touching my mouse to zoom my camera out to give everyone a nice clean shot of the scenery and, well, grump. Chocobo Porter, take 2. There, without the HUD. Get a nice good shot of the scenery.
Yeah. Nice clear day for it again.
So it looks like next week we'll actually have our first Heavensward dungeon. That'll be fun. Oh, and it's an
Yeah.
optional dungeon too, which means we can't just use duty support.
Ah,
Maybe we'll be lucky and make big bunny eyes and tail in or something. Because we can pretty much do it the first thing out the gate.
yeah.
Oof. Hi. Sorry about that. And now we take
Yeah.
our connecting flight back to Ishgard.
Make sure I'm doing the right one, since now I have two choices.
Yes, it would be silly to go to the wrong one.
Yeah, it's right back where we came from.
Poof. Poof.
Hey.
Well, this will be interesting. This coming Friday, there is going to be a live letter, which means I will get no sleep. But it also means in a few weeks, we'll be coming up to 6.38, which is usually a minor patch with some bug fixing, and it's setting up for a 6.4.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Excuse you. Funny hiccup.
Yeah. There going to be any features at all, really?
For 6.38, no. They might have some unlocks for gearing for like Savage stuff and current raid tiers. 6.4 will probably be more Island Sanctuary. You never did any of Island Sanctuary this time around.
No.
You kind of let that drop.
Yeah, I'm having enough problems with leveling and the tribes.
Lots of tribes.
Yeah. But we are making progress on those.
Yeah. We just need to define what you want as a goal and go for it. I mean, the island is always going to be there.
Yep.
But
Well,
they're...
the primary goals are the leveling and then the tribes, really.
And that's for Rylea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
want to get all those classes up to 90 finally.
6.4 is when they're going to drop the new raid tier for Pandemonium. Probably. This is going. This information is going off of what they've done before.
Yeah, the pattern.
Yeah, the pattern, and it's not actually something confirmed by Square Enix itself or Business Development Team 3. It also, I believe there's rumors that they're going to drop a new island as part of Island Sanctuary.
Oh dear.
So it'll be an actual expand on the grounds.
Okay.
So we'll see how that goes. And of course, we're going to get more MSQ with 6.4.
Always. Always more MSQ.
I mean, we've got a real humdinger going, because...
Yeah, it's being a very interesting story this time.
And I believe they said back before Endwalker dropped that we will not see what the next expansion, or will not get any hints on what the next expansion might be until 6.5.
Yep.
Which actually breaks...
Normally we'd already be starting to transition, and they're not doing it this time because it's a clean story break.
Yeah. What we're in right now is like this little intermission story. Which isn't that little. It's actually cleaning up something on our bucket list. So... we'll see how that goes. In any case, it is 11 o'clock. Thank you all very much for coming along. We always enjoy having you here. We will
Yes, always great having you guys.
Yeah. We will be back on Saturday for more Eureka Orthos as we continue our F around and find out.
Mhm.
We'll probably be starting at floor 1 just to help build our Aether pool a bit.
Oh, yes.
I don't think we should start on floor 20 until we
You mean floor 30?
I believe it starts at 20. Kind of like Heaven on High did. Or 21.
I thought Heaven on High did you at 31 right after Hiroko.
No, it does it right before Hiroko.
Oh, okay.
But we still...
But once our Aether pools are, say, past 30, we might want to
At
start
least
considering starting
25
at 21.
for both arms and armor is my...
Yeah, and we're not there yet.
Yeah, we are not there yet. I did clip down below, if you're watching on Twitch, some of our deaths from our previous Eureka Orthos runs. Yeah, those were priceless. Those are keepers. And then, of course, next Sunday, we will be back on the Buns. Until then, you all be safe, be well, and we'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah, everyone have a good week.